Okay, picture this. You're out in a field, maybe. It's buzzing, a big music festival. The lights start going. You hear those first chords. Just that amazing energy you get in a crowd.
Yeah, that collective excitement.
Exactly. And then, just like that, it shifts. Everything kind of goes quiet, and this wave of concern just washes over the stage. Totally
A
unexpected.
real jarring moment.
That's pretty much the scene we're going to break down today here on DRM News Global. We're talking about the sudden hospitalization of country music legend Ronnie McDowell. He's 75, and this happened right on stage during a performance.
Right, and our job here really is to sift through everything that came out. We've looked at the immediate news reports, but also some really personal family statements.
Yeah, those are key.
Definitely. The aim is to give you a clear picture. What happened, what we know about his condition from, public sources, and also place this moment in the context of his incredible career. Basically getting you up to speed without you having to wade through everything yourself.
Couldn't have said it better. We've pulled from places like WKRN, Nashville's ABC station, News 2. They had those first quick reports. But like you said, it's the family's social media updates that add this really human layer to it all. So let's get into it. Start with when things went wrong.
Okay, so the specifics. It was Saturday, June 21st, Ole, Pennsylvania, the Summer Solstice Music Festival.
Right, perfect setting for a show.
Yeah. And Ronnie McDowell was apparently 3 or 4 songs into his set, crowds into it, everything seems normal, and then there's a change.
And it was noticeable, right, according to his team.
Very. And what's kind of alarming is how fast it happened and how sharp the observations were from his tour manager, even with everything going on.
What did they see?
The tour manager said Ronnie started, quote, slurring his words and not making sense. Still performing, but clearly something was off. That's a huge red flag for anyone, let alone a seasoned performer.
Absolutely. Decades of experience, that's not normal. And the tour manager didn't wait around.
No hesitation. Paused the show immediately, which, think about that, at a big festival, got McDowell to the side of the stage and just asked him, "Are you okay?"
That takes quick thinking. Under pressure, lights, crowd.
Massive pressure.
Yeah.
It really highlights how crucial a good, experienced team is.
Yeah.
You need people looking out for you.
For sure. And what did Ronnie say?
Well, this part's quite striking. He reportedly said, no. And then, critically, he added that he thought he might be having a stroke.
Wow. To actually say that himself in that moment.
Incredible self-awareness, right? I mean, amidst a medical crisis, that statement alone must have been so important for guiding what happened next.
No kidding. So from there, straight to the hospital.
Yep. Transported immediately to a hospital in Reading, Pennsylvania. They started evaluations, tests. The reports from Sunday mornings of the next day just said tests were still ongoing. No specifics on his condition released publicly at that point.
Okay. So a lot of uncertainty still hanging in the air then.
Definitely. And it makes you think, about the pressure of any public emergency, especially with someone famous. It's not just the person, it's the whole team, the organizers.
Yeah, the ripple effect. And it's a stark reminder, isn't it? Even under the spotlights, health is fragile. A fast response is everything.
Absolutely. Makes you wonder how often near misses or smaller incidents happen that we never hear about.
That's a chilling thought. So while the medical side was unfolding, the news obviously spread fast. And the response from fans, from the community.
Immediate and really powerful. There was a Facebook post pretty quickly, just a classic photo of Ronnie with his guitar asking people to keep him in their thoughts and prayers. Simple, direct. But then you get the family's perspective, which is just raw. His son, Tyler Dean McDowell, he posted on his Instagram story.
Yeah, I saw that. It was very moving.
It really was. He said, thanks everyone for the love. I'm heading to Pennsylvania now. I didn't go with him on this run.
You can just feel the anxiety in that, right? The need to get there.
Totally, dropping everything. And then he added this line that just hits hard. He wrote, seeing these headlines on social media is what I've always dreaded. It's like a nightmare.
It's like a nightmare. That really captures it, doesn't it? The shock, the helplessness maybe, seeing it unfold online.
Exactly. And then he said, scans are in the morning. If praying's your thing, I'd appreciate it. It just lays bare the personal side of a very public scare. It's not just a headline. It's a family in crisis.
It really grounds it, reminds you there are real people, real families behind these stories. And it shows that connection he has, not just with his family, but with his fans too after all these years.
Absolutely. That decades-long bond is palpable in moments like these. It's a community, really, built around the music.
And speaking of decades, His career. That's the other crucial piece of context here. Ronnie McDowell isn't just any artist.
Not at all. He burst onto the scene in a huge way back in '77, with The King Is Gone.
Right after Elvis died, he wrote it as a tribute.
Exactly. And it wasn't just a heartfelt song, it was a phenomenon. Sold, what, 5 million copies?
5 million. Incredible. And it wasn't just a country hit, was it?
No, that's the fascinating part. It crossed over big time onto the pop charts as well. Showed his broad appeal right from the start.
Yeah.
It really set the stage for everything that followed.
And what followed was pretty impressive, especially in the 80s. That was his decade, really.
Oh, absolutely. Just a string of top 10 country hits. Huge ones. You had Older Women, You're Gonna Ruin My Bad Reputation. Both went to #1.
Classics. You still hear those.
Definitely. And others like All Tied Up, Watching Girls Go By. Personally, he was just all over country radio. A really consistent presence.
And he didn't just stick to his own stuff, right? He did some interesting covers and collaborations, too.
Yeah, he did. Back in '88, he teamed up with Jerry Lee Lewis, the killer himself.
Wow. What was the song?
You're Never Too Old to Rock and Roll. Pretty fitting title for those two.
Ah, perfect.
And he also had a hit version of Unchained Melody. Such a timeless song, so many versions, but his really connected with people. It showed his versatility.
It really does. And that connection to sort of music history seems to run deep for him, even very recently, right?
Amazingly so. He was on Dolly Parton's big Rockstar album just recently.
Oh, yeah. What did he do on that?
He did a song called I Dreamed About Elvis. And get this, it actually featured vocals from the Jordanaires.
No way. Elvis's original backing group.
The very same. Talk about full circle for a guy who launched his career with an Elvis tribute song.
That's incredible. What a testament to his standing in the music world.
It really is. And it shows his relevance hasn't faded. I mean, he's 75, and he still tours regularly with his band.
Still doing the Elvis tribute shows, too, I think.
Yeah, often. And he's done them with DJ Fontana, Elvis's original drummer, and Ray Walker from the Jordanaires. It's more than just a gig for him. It feels like he's carrying a torch, you know, keeping that connection to the roots of rock and country alive.
It's a remarkable career arc. So when you put it all together, the sudden, scary incident on stage, the immediate family and fan reaction, and then this long, rich history, what's the main takeaway?
Well, I think you see a legacy built on more than just hits.
Yeah.
It's built on, like we said, genuine connection.
Consistent success, yeah, but also these meaningful collaborations, this deep respect for the music's foundations. It's a legacy that still resonates, even now.
Right. So just to wrap up the key points from this DRM News Global discussion, we looked at the alarming medical event on stage. We saw that immediate, very human response from his family, especially his son, and the fans. And we placed it against the backdrop of his really significant decades-long career in country music and beyond. The picture we have is definitely concerning regarding the incident itself, but it also really underscores the strong support system he clearly has.
And why this matters to you, listening. Well, it's more than just news about a celebrity. It gives us a window into how these public health scares play out now, with media, with social media.
Yeah, the speed of it all.
Exactly. And it highlights the very real personal impact these things have behind the headlines. It reminds us that these larger-than-life figures are still vulnerable, still human. So true. It really does pull back the curtain. Health is the great equalizer, isn't it? Even for someone commanding a huge stage. It reminds us there's a person behind the performance. So maybe a final thought to leave you with. As you think about Ronnie McDowell's legacy, his music, and this recent event, what does it tell you about the resilience artists often have? And maybe about that unique, deep connection they forge with the people who've loved their work for so long.
Yeah, something to ponder. That artist-fan relationship is pretty powerful.
Definitely something to keep in mind.